That's actually a very good question. No, I don't.
I mean, to be honest with you, I really don't know much about it.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
No.
Undocumented? Is that like the green card thing?
You refused to give up. You knocked until your knuckles bled and kept knocking and knocking and knocking, hoping someone was listening, hoping someone was there, hoping you'd knock so hard you'd eventually break down the wall of indifference that lay ice cold over their conscience.
My name is Camila. I am a junior at the University of South Florida. I'm double majoring in psychology and behavioral health care. I work for housing as a resident assistant, and I serve in multiple different leadership positions around campus. I'm originally from Buenos Aires, Argentina. My family moved when we were 5 years old. I have a twin brother. They made the decision that if we wanted to be successful and if they wanted a better future for my brother and I, that we should come to America. When the university realized I was undocumented, they took my scholarship away and they made me pay it back. So I had this huge debt that I owed the university on top of the regular tuition I had to pay. And we just couldn't afford that, you know? When that happened, that's sort of when the reality of being undocumented really hit, and that's when I started thinking that maybe education wasn't something that was attainable, and maybe, you know, the whole reason we came here in the first place wasn't something that we could achieve. My citizenship is in Argentina, and my whole family lives over there, but I don't know them. My aunt, my uncles, they're strangers to me, and my city, it's foreign to me because I grew up in Tampa. It's hard for me to say I'm American when the country rejects me, you know? When legally I'm not really here, when I have this like ghost identity.
I think it's time for people to come together behind this issue. You can start by joining organizations. For example, I know on this campus, an organization called Undocumented just formed, and it consists of people who care about the issue, undocumented students themselves, students who have DACA, but also friends of undocumented students, people who want to be there for undocumented students.
I think we forget often that we have a privilege to be able to stand out and advocate for others. And in the case of undocumented immigrants, we don't want them to be put in a vulnerable position. They really shouldn't be the ones on the front lines of this fight. It really should be people who have the privilege and who aren't vulnerable to deportation or other forms of sanctions.
And so you raise your tied knuckles, and you knock, and you knock, and you knock, hoping that someday someone will be kind enough to open the door.